How many have ever walked out of a job interview feeling defeated because you feel like you could have done better? How many of you replayed the interview over in your head thinking, I should have answered that question differently? Well, I'd like to let you know you're not alone. Many people tend to experience this at least one time in their life. Knowing how to prepare for your job interview will help you stick out from the many candidates, and this can be key to you landing the job of your dreams. We all know that the job interview process can be daunting. That's why I'm hoping I can change that today by going over these three key main topics. Um, the importance of a job interview, doing research for the job or company you're applying for, and how asking questions during your interview can help you better understand your job. And three, how to prepare for your job review and why first impressions are important. I'm first going to go over the importance of the job interview process. Um, the main purpose for the job interview is to showcase yourself for your future employee. You want to go over your qualifications, your achievements or awards, any experience that can be beneficial for your position. You want to allow yourself to be better acquainted with your future colleagues and to obtain information to see if this job is the right one for you. In an article I read by Dr. Mary Dowd, the article is called The Value or Importance of a Job Interview. She states that you want to ask questions towards your interviewer to make sure that both of you are on the same page of what is expected of you for this position. It is also wise to ask questions about the work environment to see if this is the right job or if it's the right fit for you. Now we'll go on to why it's important to do research for the job or company you're applying for and why it's important to ask questions. Um, you always want to do research on the company beforehand. As stated in an article I read by the Department of Labor, learning about the company shows that the employer that you're really interested. Learn about the company's missions and goals. You want to prepare beforehand any questions you want to ask your interviewer. One main thing that I had read is that many people don't ask questions, and that's not a good thing to do. Asking questions to your interviewer helps you stand out from many of the other candidates. Some categories you can go over with your interviewer are the benefits for the company, any possibilities of growth within the company, any perks for working at this job, or like I stated earlier, what is expected of you from an average workday. Now that we've gone over research for the job and questions to ask, we'll now go over how to prepare for your interview and how to make a great first impression. How to prepare for your interview and what you should bring. It's always smart to map out your directions to your interview and allot yourself a lot of extra time in case of unforeseen challenges such as traffic. It's always wise to prepare your clothing ahead of time, usually the night before, so you can utilize your time more effectively. Maybe to use that time to practice more possible interview questions. Um, it's always good to bring print out and bring extra copies of your resume. Always bring a pen and a notepad for any notes that you'd like to take, and always bring a folder for any paperwork that's given to you during the interview process. Some key things on how to make a good first impression, as stated in the article by the Department of Labor. You want to dress for your interview as if it's an important day on the job. Um, and another article that I had read by the Indeed Career Guide, you want to treat everyone at your counter with respect. Always practice good manners and body language. Be authentic and genuine, and always respond truthfully to any questions asked of you. Hopefully, now with all the pointers that I've given you about the job interview, you will be able to take on your next interview with more confidence. And on that note, I'd like to leave you with a final conclusion. In a Forbes article written by Jacqueline Smith, on average, 118 people apply for a single job, and about 20% of those applicants actually get an interview. With that being said, you don't want to take the job opportunities for granted. Always put your best foot forward. Always come prepared to your job interviews because you don't want the reason you didn't get the job was due to the lack of preparation. Thank you.